What's up guys, Bluddshed here. Today we're going to talk about Torchlight Frontiers. It's a new ARPG with kind of MMO elements and things like that. This is going to be like a first impressions video. We're currently in Alpha 3 and you can sign up on the website if you want a chance to get invited to the alpha test. We don't know exactly when the open beta is going to start or when they're going to open it up for more people. But they're going to be sending out keys periodically. It's all random. So even if you sign up today, you'll have a chance to get in just like everybody else. So like I was saying, I just want to share my initial impressions with the game. We played it for 9 hours today on stream. There's currently 2 classes available, the Dust Mage and the Forged. So it's similar to like Diablo 3, A Path of Exile. You go out into the world, it's instance based, but there are shared areas like public areas where you can encounter other players like Destiny or things like that. You go out, you kill things, you get loot. This game's a little bit different though. You level up your each individual kind of reputations is what I call them, but they're frontiers. So there's like a goblin frontier, and then like there's this like thicket type of frontier, poison, and you level up each individual area. So it's like your character has a level 5 over here and then a level 2 over here. And then you get various gear for those areas to help you farm there more effectively. So like you'll get poison stuff here to protect you against poison. You'll get like fire here to protect you against fire. So it's kind of like Diablo 2 where resistances do matter in the game, which is kind of cool. I like having different gear sets. As of right now, there is like a wardrobe type function. So you can swap your items around pretty easily. You got to go to my robot here. You can swap it all. It takes off all your gear, puts it over here. So then if you had like, say, your fire gear on this side, you can swap it and it would swap places with it and then put it on this side. So it's kind of nice, man, to be able to swap it around. And there's obviously a stash space and things like that. You might be wondering where I'm at currently. This is my base, my home base, like your player housing, your fort area, and other people can actually find your fort. You can invite your friends to your fort. And it looks like this because I designed it like this. I try to kind of break the game. So if you go to customize fort, you can actually go around and look for things and you just pick them up and place them. It's super easy. You can exactly customize it however you want. As you can see, I purposely just kind of piled the entire, they come with a lot of starter stuff. And what I did was just try to put everything however I would design it or whatever. You know, like you can take literally even these little mushrooms and place them. And all these bushes, there's a tree stump, and it's mostly cosmetic, but yeah, I mean, you can really take your time and make a really cool looking fort or a really bad looking fort, I guess. There's also all kinds of stuff you can make, like skulls and banners, barrels. There's like all kinds of stuff. So you can really take time and farm these items, and you can see it costs planks and stones to make. There's nature objects here if you want to make pine trees, and it's kind of cool, man. You want to make like a haunted fort and all kinds of structural stuff that you can go through. You can also craft important buildings like skill stations and crafting stations. The MapWorks device works kind of like PoE mapping system where it opens up certain levels, and then later on, I think they're planning on adding modifiers to those maps. So it's kind of cool, man. Like the foundation is here for a really dope game, and I'm super excited so far. So you have your fort, you have your stash space. Obviously, I'll show you the stash space. Here's my, it's already full. You know me, I'm already hoarding stuff. Yeah. This is like a mage training station. This is like the warrior training station. You go to it, and then there's like passive skills you can unlock for your character to help customize it the way you want to play it. Here's some of the things that I purchased. This is like a newer character. I spent more time on the mage. You can upgrade other things and your active skills and all that stuff. This is where you place everything. So you have to like drag it. Your active skills, you literally just drag them to the bar like so. And then this is your passives. You drag your passives over. You can see these are the passives that you can unlock. You can swap them in and out. It's kind of a cool system because like, you know, like you can be max level here. You can be max level here. And then if they add, let's say they add a dragon area, everyone's level 0 in the dragon area. So we all have to level up in that area together. So it's almost like infinite content, infinite leveling. If they add a new class, then the new character has to go through and level in all the different areas and all that stuff. So even if you start late or you start early, like it's almost like you're on an even footing a lot of different ways. Like I said, currently there's two classes, the Dust Mage. It's basically like a dark and light mage. It's very similar mechanics to the Balanced Druid from World of Warcraft. You do damage, and then you can get like a mana regen buff, and then you use your light spells or whatever, and then you get like a damage buff. So it's kind of cool, man. Male, female characters. The Forged is like the robot. He's a ranged warrior, and they both have tons of character and lots of flavor. I really like this game a lot so far. After you pick your character, you also get a pet. Now your pet is really cool. You can pick between some red owls, golden owl, teal owl, or a golden retriever. You get a puppy, man. You get to pick a puppy. You can pick your favorite pet. And the pets are pretty cool. They're pretty unique to this game. So you can give your pets armor and it helps them survive. And I'm sure they're going to add legendary. So I do have a legendary collar I got on. This is my Dusk Mage here. I'm rocking like druid type gear and offhand. It's crazy, right? But yeah, there's inventory for your pet, and your pet can also hold items. And then you can also send your pet back to town to sell the items, right? So then you click right here, send pet to town. It'll go back. You don't see it. It just sells the items and comes back, and you'll see your gold go up when it comes back. It does help you fight in combat. When it gets low on health, it just kind of runs away and then comes back after 2 minutes and so forth. I really like the system. None of the pets have any special bonuses from what I can tell. And I'm sure that they have unlockable pets, or they're going to have all kinds of pets in the future. I think it's pretty cool that in Alpha 3, we have 3 different pets to choose from. I never played Torchlight 1 and Torchlight 2, and I feel like I missed out on a really amazing game. The amount of character, the amount of flavor, like I was saying, like I really love this world. And on the surface, it is a little cartoony or whatever, you know what I'm trying to say, from an outsider's perspective. But once you get into the game, I completely forgot about anything negative in terms of the art style. If anything, I embrace how different it is from like Grim Dawn, PoE, Diablo. You know, it's nice to have a breath of fresh air, if you will. I really am having fun. Again, this is still the honeymoon phase. I played it about 9 hours today. So you level up your character, you level up your pet, get stuff for your pet, level up all the different frontiers, get items for your fort, make your fort look cool, level up different classes. It's a service game, so they're going to add new classes constantly. It's going to be free to play. That's the plan for whenever it comes out. So you can jump in, try all the different classes, level up all your stuff. Tons of stuff to farm. I played all day. Granted, I'm a noob. I'm more efficient with every character. But, you know, I got like a few characters around level 6, both frontiers around level 6 and level 10. There's 50 levels currently. So eventually we'll be able to get to 50 Goblin, 50 Thicket, and then 50 whatever they add, 50 what else they add, whatever frontiers that they add, you know. At endgame, they're going to add mechanics, like they're kicking around different ideas for endgame, but there might be like temporary leaderboards, different challenges. I think that they know that they're trying to get it right before they announce anything, but there's all kinds of cool competitions that they can add, and that's probably the only thing that I'm worried about is end game always. Like, what am I going to do end game? Is there a cosmic wing grind? Is there a leaderboard to compete with? We have this cool character, this cool world. Like, we need something, we need a purpose for that. It can't just be you grind, you know? It's like with Black Desert Online, if you guys are familiar with it, at least there's PvP, as long as they nail the end game, which is coming soon, TM, right? It's still Alpha 3. If they nail the end game, then this will be a nice addition to my stream and maybe my YouTube channel. It's still an alpha. Things can change. They can overhaul systems, and they really want feedback from creators like us, you know, me, you, and whoever gets a chance to play it. I'll probably do a feedback video once I'm more versed with the game. To me, I don't just make videos and play the game. Like, I really kind of play for like hundreds of hours. So once I get max level, or I get, you know, like 30, 40, 50, 60 hours on both characters, or if they add another character, then I'll probably do a feedback video once I really understand, you know, the direction of the game. The only initial feedback I have is make sure endgame is perfect, and then you have a winner on your hands, because we just need something to do. I won't have time to cover all the features in this video, but I want to talk about another thing that I think is really cool are these relic weapons. So relic weapons are like on a 2-minute cooldown. I have a blood drinker, of course, right? So you pop your relic weapon, boom, and then now you have special abilities right here. It's like they're like, you almost get to use a special weapon. Like if you got to pull out your artifact weapon, like your Ashbringer or something like that. And then they have special abilities. They'll have actionable abilities. You can, as they level up, they get more stuff. Like this one heals yourself. And it's really cool, man. Like, so you have your normal weapons, and then you whip out your relic weapon when you're fighting a boss or when you really need some extra DPS. And it's more like an actionable thing. So instead of having like Archon mode or Wrath of the Berserker, you pull out your badass weapon that's on a cooldown. I really like this system a lot. It's like weapon swapping, but it's balanced. So you're not just using the Blood Drinker, you're using multiple weapons. There is no hardcore mode planned with the game, but one thing that they are doing is they're gonna add, or they're planning on adding, life-bound items. So like, let's say you get a super special item like a Thunder Fury or something just insanely dope. It's bound to your character's life. And as soon as that character dies, you lose it. If it's in your stash, it's okay. But if you're out in the world and you're using it and you're questing and you die, you'll actually lose the item, the life-bound item. And I think that's an interesting way of being punishing, but not too punishing where it sets you back like a week. Because who knows, like in a year from now, you might have all kinds of different reputations, frontiers leveled, and then you'll lose all that progress, like hundreds of hours. So this is more like an MMO character where it's built over time. And I think that's why they don't mind doing a soft launch, because they want real feedback. They want to develop the game the right way. And it's just more of a longer term service game versus just a seasonal thing where it's like 1 month, 2 month, and you bang it out, what kind of thing. There are cool legendaries and things like that. Again, I'm still low level, so I'm like level 10 with the goblins. And as I level more, I'm sure I'll get more legendaries and unique items, and I'll be able to share more cool things with you guys, hopefully. But hey, Alpha 3, good. Gameplay's good. If League of Legends and Diablo is what I would consider top tier gameplay, like 10 out of 10 gameplay or 9.5 out of 10 gameplay, Torchlight is at least 8.5 to 9 gameplay, really responsive, fun to play, and snappy. So it's pretty solid gameplay overall. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Follow me up above at twitch.tv/bloodshed. I'm going to be playing Torchlight nonstop until I get max level and get a really good grasp of the game. I'll be making a few videos to kind of share my thoughts and opinions with you guys. I hope you like it. I hope you like these videos. I hope you're interested in Torchlight. I'm in the honeymoon phase. I'm loving it. We'll see how it goes. I hope the end game is good. Please, please. I gotta give them a good feedback video on end game mechanics and things like that. This is the Bloodshed, and I'm out of here. Peace.